So in the last slide, right, in the last session, sorry, we discussed the fundamentals. So what is actually market research now, right? So like, we collect certain data, we analyze the data, we take the feedback from different sources, and we understand, we correlate all those things. We correlate that so that it should be meaningful to our business. It should be meaningful to our idea. If it is not meaningful to our idea, it's not a market research to your segment. Right, you can do market research on any subject, but it should be focused to your idea, your thought process, right? So all data which you are compiling or gathering, it should, it should be finally inclined towards the your thought process or your idea. So basically, with this market research, you will try to validate your concept, right? So it is like, you should understand the market. What are the objectives? Why you are going into the market? Is there any need for the product? You have to take certain sample, right? You can't go and do the market research with whole India, right? You have to take certain sample, right? Suppose you take a sample of Delhi, you take a sample of Pune, or you understand that your concept will be selling out only in the metros, right? So you can take that sample, and out of that Pune also you can't go to whole Pune. You have to take certain samples, and then you have to execute. You have to analyze the data, right? Execute means that research should be executed, and then analysis, and then you have to do analysis. After that, you have to come with a conclusion actually. So whether whatever I thought is matching to my expectations, if I launch this product or service in the market, people will accept or not. So this is a long process, but it is very, very important. It is very, very important. Sometimes it's very easy, for the market research. I'll tell you how. Sometimes if it's a secondary market research, you can gather the data from different sources, right? So you need not to carry out the research of your own. You can go through some journals, you can study all those things. So that we'll discuss. But this is very, very important aspect, trust me, friend. And before going into any market or any business, just have a little bit idea about what you're planning to do. I'll tell you example also. Somebody thought that, okay, I thought like I'll start a company, Thought Power, right, which will be giving the entrepreneurship development program modules to different institutes. So this was my perception, right? Right, or this was my assumption that people need a lot of entrepreneurship kind of trainings, right? So with this assumption, I started this activity in 2011 and 12. Slowly, I discussed, I built up, I understood. I have not gone immediately into the market. I have not came with a thought power immediately. So thought power is the outcome of my research, my experiments, which we discussed in the last slide also. Sorry, in the last session also, that slowly you have to work on the your concept. So it doesn't mean that you should also take 8 years, right? But at least you should know your market. So then I understood, no, this there is a need, but this need will be only in the graduates and postgraduate institutes, not in the every institute. I can't just create, a kind of seminar or the workshop for everyone. The people who are so my target market was basically the people who are into the professional educations, right? The commercial educations, right? Just like engineering or it's MBA. So these people will be more interested to understand or to listen me or to understand my concept. If I go to an institute, if I go to 12th class or higher secondary education or secondary education, they'll not understand these concepts. So that is not my target market, right? If I go to any company now leave this students domain. If I go to any corporate and if I say them, sir, I want to teach entrepreneurship development module, nobody will allow me over there because they don't need the entrepreneurs, they need the employees, right? So I can't pitch my EDP module to any company, to any corporate, right? Because there I can pitch always the teamwork, this kind of modules, right? Attitude, right? Strategic management, right? I can't pitch this concept over there. So because they need employees, they need a motivated employees who can work for them. Why they'll create more entrepreneurs? So this is a difference. I should understand my market, right? And in that, all institutes, like, all other institutes will not, invite me or they'll not entertain me. Only some institutes, those who are keen like AIT, that their students come with new startups, right? So all engineering colleges will not entertain me, right? So there are only few good institutes who understands the value of this entrepreneurship development model. They'll entertain me, right? So you should understand your market. So where should, if tomorrow I go to MIT, they will understand me. If tomorrow I go to Delhi College of Engineering, they'll understand me, right? Because maybe there might be a different cell or E cell who is working on such type of concepts. But if I go some XYZ institute which is not aware or which is struggling to get the strength of students, right, in the institute, they'll not entertain me, right? So I should understand, being a businessman, what is my market, from where I'll get right price for my efforts, right, friends? So this slide also, we discussed in a previous session that, so market research, what it gives actually, it gives industry outlook, it gives a market size. Suppose tomorrow if you start any business, where there is no market size, where there are no marketing trends, or you will also come to know who is your competitor, whether it's a there is no competition or there is competition. If there is a competition, at what price they are offering this service or this product. Buyer persona is what, who will buy my product. So this is called buyer persona, whether it's right. Suppose if I go with any kind of product, right? Suppose if I assume I come with a fancy phone, right? And it carrying all the features like iPhone, right? And it is costing of 10,000 rupees and iPhone is 50,000, right? So I know the younger generation, the school or the college people, the teenagers, they will buy my product. Why? Because they just need the facilities, they need the features, right? They don't want iPhone and all. They don't have money also because they are not earning. It will be very difficult for them to convince their parents to get 50,000 rupees for an iPhone. So if the same feature, same look, if they are getting at 10,000, so right, so I come up with a fancy phone carrying all the features like iPhone and performing almost like that. So I know what is my target. Who is my buying persona? So my buying persona is the young crowd, right? So I understand my buying persona also. And now if I understood my buying persona, I can easily estimate the Indian market size. I can easily estimate the students falling between the age of 17 to 25 will buy my product. So this is, with this help, I can evaluate my market size. And right, what are the market trends, right? So the technology, how the technology, what people are liking now, whether they are liking the tabs, whether they're liking iPhone, they're liking the Android phones or smartphones. So this is the trend we come to know, right? Then what are the different segments, right? So one segment, as I classified, right, between the age of 17 and to 25. The another segment could be between the age of 25 to 30. Those who are not married, those who are the professionals, but they don't have much salary. They are still struggling to get higher position or higher salaries. They might be buying my product, but the chances are maybe 25%, right? So that kind of segments are there, and to which segment I should focus, right? So that is called target segment. You got my point? So market segment is all the segments where I can focus, but to start with, being in a startup, where should I focus is called target segment. What is the current competitor share of the market, right? So how my competitors are performing and how I have to place my product. What should be a product pricing, right? If suppose I am competing with Samsung and suddenly I come, a mobile with 6,000 and Samsung's mobile is 5,000, I'll not survive. If I come, if I come a product with, for 3,300, with the same features, right? So I might be selling some of the, some of the products of mine, compared to the Samsung. But if I keep my, because I'm not a brand actually, I'm a startup. I'm trying to locate my market. So I have to keep my pricings, initially the margins low. Slowly, once your products are good and people are started accepting your products and the reviews are good, slowly you can hike your price. So this is all about, so these all things you can capture in the market research. And these are the very, very important things, right? Sorry. So as we discussed, this is very important part. If you're planning to starting a startup, please go through a market research process. That will provide you a valuable data. It will help you to study the consumer behavior. It will help to select the suitable sales and promotional technique. Right? How should I pitch my product? It gives, as we discussed, it gives all market related information to you. And this, it doesn't mean that once you are doing a market research, it's one time activity. No, we discussed it. It should keep on going. It should keep on going, because if you want to keep the pace with the market, you have to carry out the market research at the regular intervals, right? So anyhow, this is all about the significance of the market research. So by, if we talk about the market research classification, by source it is primary or secondary, by methodology it is qualitative and quantitative, and by objectives it is exploratory, descriptive, casual, right? So we'll discuss after 10 minutes break on all those things, and I'll tell you the process, and this is very interesting, trust me. The kind of the methodology that you need to follow for a startup, that you'll come to know in the second half of this session. But it's very interesting, and it will help you to make your project, which we discussed in the beginning of the session, right? So this all was a, putting all together, you will have a better clarity at the end of session. What is a market research and what role it plays in establishing any business, or making a business from scale up to scaler, right?